All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Bulldogs and the Houston Oilers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, lock it. Hey, wahoo. Check. Look, squeeze. Roll out.
Watch the whip. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Show. Big grip.
Throwing to start the drive. Sweet, quick slant, caught by Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Smooth.
Check 43. Check the backer.
Hey, Charlie. Hey. 5.
2nd and 4. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off. but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
25 yards that time.
Watch that creep. Watch that creep. Look at me. Score. Hey, zoom. 36. Mike 17. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Zipper. Check. Hard. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, ready?
2nd and 2. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Godwin, 33 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Keep playing hard.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sweet. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Go. Out. Protein spill. Hey, seam 6. Check 4. Check 3. Hey, lock it. Slam. Yep. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Sweet. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Hey, orbit.
Back to the air on second down. Sweet. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Go. Hey, exit.
From the gun. Sweet. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now! Rock it. Look at me. Door. Hey, Alpha. Kill.
On 4th down. Sweet. This is caught at the 20. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Go. Joker.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Ready? Hard.
Mike 17. Check.
Hey, Delta.
Shoot. Watch the shoot. Mike 17. Hey, keep it.
Bam.
Say.
Go. 5.
Operating from the gun. Sweet. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jeffrey Simmons breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
6-6. Pull it high. Hey. High 7. 2.
2nd and 14. Stepping up, he's going to keep it and avoids the contact by sliding. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Go on.
SOS. SOS, SOS.
From the gun on third down. Sweet. He's got it. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Taxi. Watch the eye. He's checking.
Ready?
On 4th down. Sweet. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned. Away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is Cook with a grab. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
10-2 stop. Check.
On 1st down, Sweet. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on second and 8. Jackson is it? And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
You're out. Hey. Hey, Sam off.
Switch gears. Check nickel.
Check. Fresno. Hey, Haywood.
Switch.
Snap.
On first and 10, Sweet. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Hey, Wahoo. Hey.
Check three.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Sweet. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. Mike 17.
Hard.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Yep.
Watch twist.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Miles Jack with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Sweep. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
25, check 20. Go.
Throwing on third and long. Sweep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Back. Hey, Zoo. Hey, lock it. You got tight right there. Yeah, get by.
Throwing on first down. Sweep. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking here for Smith, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Out. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, Sam off. Let's go.
To throw again. Sweep. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Hey, seam 6. Whip. Watch the whip. Let's go. Ready?
From the gun. Sweep. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that, the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Jackson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
2nd and 5. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Ready up. You got Porter. Hey, exit.
Check 24, check 24.
Hard.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the
Go.
ship.
Hit it.
On first down, sweep. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Check. Lucky. Score. Hey, lock it.
Check 49. Check 49.
Hey. Check go.
Looking to throw. Sweep. And he's got his target. That's more. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun. Sweep. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 26. Hey, high 7. Hey, Sam off. 5.
2nd and 3. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Out. Check 13. Look at me. Zipper. Rock it. Check 3. Slam. Hey, Echo. 24. Watch 24. Shoot.
From the gun. Sweep. The 20. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Oilers 26. Bulldogs nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 out low. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Now in desperation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Leo!
Check.
Go on!
Check. Flag.
Hey, Haywood! Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 14. On that one, good for a Houston first down. A fourth-quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again. They're really opening it up now. A win would be their second on the young season. On 1st and 10, sweep. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Debo Samuel, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check it out, read.
Smooth! Get it!
Throwing again. Sweet. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the home team here, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for London, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along